Hey everyone, I'm Adam Kelly. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can render with transparent backgrounds in Blender. Now, typically when you render, if you have nothing behind the object, you're going to have a gray background show up. And I wanted to take this cute little cloud and make him my companion on this hiking trip that I took with Kayla this past weekend. So I wanted to have him floating here, but I don't want to do all the work of cutting out that gray background. So the good news is I can just check a single box, and if you go to Film, Transparent, and Render again, now you're going to see this checkerboard pattern, which means that there's transparency behind it. And if I go to Image, Save As, I'm going to save it as Cloud. And I want you to note here that this has to be RGBA for this to work, because A is the transparency information. That's what that alpha layer stands for. Alpha equals transparency. So make sure that's on. If you do either of these, it's not going to work right. And then you can save as image. And if you're using GIMP, then you can just open as layers and open that cloud thing. So now I've got this cloud companion. Now, I wanted to show a couple other things. If you are in cycles, the effect is basically the same. You go to Film again, and you turn on Transparent. I was obviously playing with this before, so these things were already checked. But for yours, it should be unchecked. You just go to Film, and then you check this box, and then you can render it, and there it is again. So same effect, using cycles this time. And I also wanted to talk about transparent glass. Now, glass does more than just let light pass straight through it. It does do some distorting effects. So you're not going to get those distorting effects in this case, but you will be able to get some transparency on your object if you allow transparent glass. So to test this out, what we can do is we can apply a glass material, and I'll just switch over to one I made ahead of time. But if you want to know how to make glass, it's really easy. You just use the principled BSDF shader. You just have to change your roughness. You bring it all the way down, and then you turn your transmission all the way up. So that's all I did here. And then if I render this, it's going to look really warped and weird, but you can see that the checkerboard is coming through, and that means that we're going to have some transparency coming through. And so I can save this image as, and I'm going to save this one as Cloud Glass, and then I'll close that, and then I can add this glass cloud as well. And now I've got this little kind of blob friend here as well. So you can see it's kind of believable, as believable as a glass blobby cloud is, I suppose. But you don't get any distorting that would happen if you did have a blob of glass like this. So it's just letting the background shine through, but still you get that cool little transparent glass effect. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something and enjoyed the presentation here. Give us a like if you did. We always appreciate comments too, if you want to sort of direct us with what kind of content we create next. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching.